So welcome to Kevin's European Garage, and today I'm going to talk to you about how Porsche is finally making good on something on your Cayenne and also your Macan. So if this is the first time you're watching my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit that like button. For some time now, Porsche has been having issues with the transfer cases in the Cayenne from like 2011 up to 2018. They're also having issues in the Macan. But what they finally did was that they finally issued a recall. So basically they're gonna fix it for free. So it's kind of like Porsche gave us a gift, and I think it's a long time coming. Everyone's been having issues with these transfer cases for quite some time now. It's been a known problem, and I don't know why it took them so long to get this recall out to us, so that now we don't have to worry about every single time that our transfer case makes a little bit of noise, it whines or grinds, or we feel a little hesitation, a little bit of a bucking from it. Now we don't have to worry about that. So the way that it's going to work is that it's going to be for the 2011 to 2014 Cayennes. So those get a 10-year warranty with unlimited mileage. If you own a Cayenne that's from 2015 to 2018, those only get a 7-year warranty, unlimited mileage. And finally, the Macan, that gets a warranty also, and they're going to be covering the years from 2014 all the way up to 2018, 7 years, unlimited mileage. So time-wise, in some cars, you know, if you got a 2011, you know, you might already be out of the warranty. Hopefully not, but you might already be out of the warranty. And if you got a 2012, you know, if anything, any sound or anything like that happens, just call the dealer, bring it to them, let them look at it. Even if they don't hear anything or they don't have a problem with it or something like that, it's one of those things that you can start documenting the fact that you're starting to have issues with it, and then we'll get the ball rolling, as opposed to doing nothing, and when actually something really happens to the transfer case, you're too late. They've been sending out notices. I've never actually received one. I don't know how many of you have actually got one out there, but not everyone has got one, so that's why I decided I might as well make this video, because you might not hear about it. So I've gotten no documentation at all from Porsche about this, which I'm kind of, I wouldn't say I'm upset about, but it's kind of like, you know, I've had this car now for like 5 years. I should be in the system somewhere. So I've never gotten any documentation for that. And also when I called the dealer asking about, you know, what the deal is with this, you know, with this recall / warranty thing, they also said that I had another open recall on my car, which I never got any documentation for. I guess there's a mounting bracket that they add to the exhaust, I guess, to help with rattling, and my exhaust rattles. So I need to bring it there, and then hopefully that will take care of my rattling issue. That would be really nice. So also during this recall, Porsche says that they'll actually reimburse you for any expenses that you have paid to replace your transfer case or anything of that sort. So I'm not too sure how that's going to work, though. They don't really go into any discussion about anything like that in the letter, or the dealer couldn't tell me. I think it's one of those things, it's just kind of like you're just going to have to call and kind of try to figure it out. And the other thing is, I don't know how far this warranty extends. I know it's good for North America, but I don't know if it extends to Europe, to any of the Asian countries, or I don't know how far reaching this warranty is. So hopefully it covers people in other countries and not just here, because that would be kind of sad that they only did it just for North America. So I tried to find a little bit of information. I wasn't successful. So what I do suggest is giving them a call, verifying that your recall / warranty is still valid. Also, the double check to see if there's anything else that's open on your vehicle, especially if you don't take it to them for service. Like I don't take any, I mean, I do all my service myself. This is a really good thing for all of us that own these cars. Now, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've changed the transmission fluid. Got a couple videos out on this. You know, I've changed the transmission fluid over and over and over again in order to keep this thing going, because for a while they weren't doing anything about it. Now I'm kind of torn on what I'm going to do. Part of me wants to say, well, I'm not changing the fluid anymore. I'm not doing anything like that, because they're going to cover it. But the other thing is like, what if what if nothing happens and all of a sudden right after my warranty expires, then it starts acting up? After that, I change the fluid and nothing happens. You know, it's still acting up. So I guess I'm just kind of rolling the dice on this one. But I'm just gonna kind of let it go, and hopefully this is where it's gonna start acting up. And hopefully I feel a little bit of hesitation, and I tell you, immediately, as soon as that happens, immediately I'm going to be giving them a call and be like, hey, my transfer case is acting up, and bring it down. And even at the slight bit of any hesitation, noise, or anything like that, I'm going to want them to look at it. You don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to have to, repair this later on your own dime. I do have a few videos that should be coming out in the next month or two for this car. One big one is going to be, I'm finally going to do a transmission service on this vehicle. That's something I've been neglecting to do for a while, so I'm going to finally get down to doing that. Also, a couple little simple little videos that I want to do too for this. And I do have a question for you guys out there that are watching this video. What is it that you would like me to do on this car that I haven't done yet? What is something that you'd like to see done? So put it in the comments. I know some people have asked me to do a water pump video. I can do that. I just don't have the part, and unfortunately mine is just, I don't need to do it. But maybe we can figure out something. I'm pretty upset right now. I just drove by this house that had this 944 that was abandoned out in front of it. And for the longest time now, I was kind of thinking about that I would try to go and knock on the door, but now with COVID, I ain't gonna do that. But what I'll do is I'll probably write a letter, mail it to the guy. But now I just drove by the house and the car's gone. Kind of looking for a little project or something like that to start working on. It seemed like it would be kind of a good deal, kind of a rescue, and it's gone. Oh well. So one thing I will say is that I'm kind of slightly disappointed in Porsche for a couple reasons. You know, this transfer case thing has been an issue for quite some time, and they've known about it. You know, and it just seems like they just take forever to, like, you know, issue a recall or extended warranty or something like that. When you get other manufacturers that do it right away, like Hyundai, they get problems with some of their engines, and this is a guy that I work with. He blew up an engine, and they put another one in, and I think he's got another problem with the engine that they just put in there. He put another 30,000 miles on that one, and I think this one's got a problem. You know, I think you're just going to keep on dumping engines in the car as long as he owns it. I get it. I realize that Porsche engines are a lot more expensive than, say, like a Hyundai. But, you know, when you're spending this kind of money on a vehicle, you would kind of expect a little bit better engineering to begin with. And it also goes back to like the M96 engine from the 996. You know, you got the problem with the IMS bearing. For the longest time, they were denying it. No, we don't got a problem, no this. And I mean, unfortunately, no one really knows the true numbers about how many of them are really affected or not, because people weren't reporting it. And, you know, it's just one of those things you'll never really know. But you really shouldn't expect your 911 engine to, like, suddenly explode. And also, they have a couple other issues with that engine too, like bore scoring, and that's a whole nother thing. So thanks for watching Kevin's European Garage. Like my video, hope you subscribe, and I should have more Cayenne videos coming out soon. All right, we'll see you soon. And I'm disappointed I lost that car. Now I'm gonna have to drive around the Boston area again to try to find something else. There is a Mercedes that's not too far from my house that's on the ground. It's got the air suspension and it doesn't work. Yeah, maybe that might be something I'll look into.